Welcome to Audiobook Brief. Today, we're delving into the transformative book, Today Matters by John C. Maxwell. This book is a powerful guide to seizing the opportunities of today to shape a successful future. Get ready to learn how to prioritize your daily decisions, boost your discipline, and create a life that aligns with your dreams and values. Stay tuned for key insights on the importance of focusing on today's actions for a brighter tomorrow. The message of focusing on today really resonates and emphasizes that the present is our only real opportunity. Like how Alexander's bad day spirals without him realizing how to change it, we often let our days slip by without finding ways to make them better. The author challenges common misconceptions about success, seeing it as impossible, mystical, lucky, or just tied to hard work. He points out that a misguided understanding of success leads us to miss out on living fully today. The realization that yesterday ended last night serves as a powerful reminder to let go of past failures and successes that hold us back. The poem shared reinforces this concept, driving home that today is a gift. Additionally, comparing waiting for opportunities to a farmer who waits for crops without planting highlights the importance of proactive engagement in life. The anecdote about Oscar Wilde is a cautionary tale about squandering potential and time. Each decision made today shapes who we become tomorrow, making today a masterpiece potential waiting to be unlocked. By focusing on what we can control today, we pave the way for a fulfilling future. This chapter delves into a major theme: the power of daily choices. Think of each day as a blank canvas. What you do today is like choosing colors and strokes for your masterpiece. Decisions and discipline are your paintbrushes. You can control what goes on that canvas, but it demands effort. By establishing good habits, like staying healthy or nurturing relationships, you are basically setting the groundwork for success. And here's the kicker: you will be proud of what you create. Ever felt the thrill of acing a test because you studied hard? That confidence translates into every aspect of life. The mention of Coach John Wooden also highlights that success isn't about championships. It's about doing your best, day in and day out. The best way to approach life is to actively prepare, not wait around for things to change. After all, today matters more than we often realize, and tomorrow is a reflection of how we use today. Take ownership of your life decisions, because they add up to your future. The core message here is that our attitude profoundly impacts not just our success, but our overall quality of life. Think of it this way: if you were to enter a giant carnival, how you view that experience, excited or reluctant, will shape your enjoyment of the rides, food, and games. The exploration of powerful examples like Freud shows that even brilliance can be overshadowed by a poor mindset. By flipping the perspective and focusing on our internal landscape, we realize that changing our thoughts can lead to a complete transformation in experiences. The idea that we can choose our attitude highlights that each day is a new chance to rewrite the story of our lives. Picture your favorite superhero. They don't just rely on their powers, but have a strong will and perspective to match, affecting the outcomes of their battles. Similarly, a winning attitude functions as our secret weapon in real life. The dynamics of how we affect others with our attitude is super relatable. Like when you smile at someone and they smile back, creating a wave of positivity. It's all about fostering connections and spreading good vibes. This chapter ultimately encourages us to nurture our thoughts, appreciate life more, and recognize that our attitude is contagious. It's a choice to be happy and make a difference. The chapter dives into the importance of priorities, using Howard Hughes's roller coaster life as a case study. It highlights a significant truth. Often, people spread themselves too thin, trying to do a bit of everything instead of concentrating on what truly matters. This is like trying to eat a buffet without truly savoring any dish. Eventually, you walk away feeling stuffed but unsatisfied. The text stresses that time is our most limited resource, and managing it wisely is more essential than accumulating money. Hughes's life, while rich in material wealth, was poor in personal connectedness and purpose. The author encourages using specific questions to identify and prioritize what is truly important, reminding us that we are the architects of our lives. As teenagers, we often face pressure to excel at everything. But this story challenges us to think, what if we only focused on what aligns with our long-term happiness and fulfillment? This chapter dives deep into the complex relationship between health and our everyday lives. The author confessed that he once took his health for granted, thinking a busy lifestyle was just part of the hustle. But when faced with a heart attack, he realized just how vulnerable we can be. It's like being in a fast car that suddenly hits the brakes. You stop and take notice. The author brings to light that our bodies aren't just tools for work. They need care and attention too. He draws a connection between physical health and emotional well-being, showing that when you're hurting physically, it can cloud your mind and spirit. This gives a relatable insight. How hard is it to focus on homework or chores when you're dealing with a headache? Overeating and neglecting exercise can seem harmless in the moment, but the author points out that these choices pile up, impacting our long-term health. His story is a reminder that maintaining health is so much more manageable than fixing it later on. It's sort of like staying on top of your schoolwork. You can prevent those last-minute panic sessions before exams. The author emphasizes that having a purpose in life can fuel the drive to stay healthy. Imagine being motivated to hit the gym because you want to see your family thrive or to achieve personal dreams. It makes those workouts feel worthwhile. Plus, he cleverly integrates humor into the serious topic of health, reminding readers not to take life too seriously. Laughter can be a stress reliever in its own right. Ultimately, the emphasis on making today count feels like a gentle nudge from a friend. Don't wait until a crisis to start making good choices. It encourages everyone to take small, meaningful steps each day towards better health, like starting a morning stretch routine or preparing a healthy lunch instead of grabbing junk food on the way out. This isn't just about the author or his health story. It's about how readers can relate to these experiences and make changes in their own lives. The growth from this experience transcends personal stories, making it a universal lesson about the importance of taking charge of one's health right now. Exploring family dynamics highlights how our backgrounds can either propel us forward or drag us down. The contrast between the Jukes and Edwards families teaches us that, while we can't choose our family, we can choose how we respond to it. Having a positive family can act as a life raft when storms hit, providing emotional support when everything else feels chaotic. It's like having a secret weapon that makes facing life challenges a little easier. Building a nurturing family comes with responsibilities. Being intentional about time spent with loved ones is key. It's about practicing discipline and prioritizing family, akin to a garden that needs consistent care. Just as flowers bloom without sunlight and water, relationships thrive without effort and attention. This chapter reminds us that maintaining a family is not a one-off task, but requires ongoing commitment. Moreover, understanding that our childhood influences our behavior today is crucial. The patterns learned at home can set the stage for our relationships as adults. If we don't address past grievances, we may inadvertently replicate those behaviors with our children. This chapter underscores the importance of creating a secure environment where open communication is encouraged. It's a safe space for everyone to express their feelings and mistakes, much like a friendship where trust allows vulnerability. Real-life examples like Karen Hughes give us inspiration to prioritize what truly matters. Choosing family over a high-flying career is a reminder that success is subjective and can be redefined based on our values and what we cherish most in life. Ultimately, nurturing your family is not merely about survival. It's about thriving together and leaving a meaningful legacy for future generations. The story of AANDP serves as a cautionary tale. When companies or individuals become rigid in their thinking, they risk failure. This echoes a larger life lesson. Adaptability is crucial in a constantly changing environment. The importance of good thinking isn't just about achieving success. It's about the mindset you cultivate daily. This chapter encourages readers to see thinking not just as a natural function, but as a skill that requires attention and practice. It's like exercising. The more you do it, the stronger you become. The 11 types of thinking skills presented are a powerful reminder that we shouldn't limit ourselves to just one approach. Just like in sports where athletes hone different skills, we also need to diversify our thinking to enhance problem-solving abilities. Fisher's life story emphasizes that, no matter how difficult your beginnings, adopting a mindset that invites growth can open doors to incredible possibilities. This is a universal truth. With perseverance and the right mental framework, anyone can rise from their circumstances and find success in their own way. This chapter dives deep into the essence of commitment. By using Mickey Mantle's story as a powerful example, even the most gifted individuals can fall short without the tenacity to follow through on their potential. Mantle's journey showcases that life throws obstacles our way, and it's our commitment that helps us face those challenges head on. The author emphasizes that commitment is more than just a decision. It's a constant effort that must be renewed every day. The reflection on Mantle's downfall due to alcoholism serves as a reminder that personal choices can dramatically impact our futures. When faced with struggles like losing his father, Mantle turned to drinks instead of confronting his pain. This resonates with anyone who felt overwhelmed. If we shy away from addressing our issues, they can spiral out of control, impacting our dreams and ambitions. The key takeaway here is that life is not about avoiding challenges. It's about rising to meet them with strong commitment. Whether it's hanging tough through adversity or seeking excellence in our work, commitment can redefine our paths. And let's face it, no one ever became a star just by sitting back and hoping for the best. They put in the work. Moreover, the chapter points out that real commitment is often tested in times of adversity. It's easy to commit when things are smooth and going as planned. However, the true measure of commitment is how you stick to your goals when faced with failure or disappointment. This is akin to being on a sports team. You can't point fingers after a loss. Instead, you need to regroup and come back stronger for the next match. Lastly, the examples of Churchill's unwavering resolve during World War II and Liz Murray's inspiring journey from a chaotic childhood to Harvard illuminate that commitment can bring about profound change, demonstrating that tenacity is essential in achieving greatness, regardless of your starting point. Diving deeper, the author points out that money is often misperceived as the source of happiness, yet studies show that even as incomes rise, happiness levels can decline. This creates a scenario where people let debt control their lives, leading to unhappiness. It's fascinating to think about how society often equates value with possession, suggesting that if you want to be valid, you need to show it through wealth. This comparison trap can lead to unnecessary debt and stress. The author underscores a crucial life lesson. Financial management is about more than just making money. It is about making choices and having flexibility. By adopting a budgeting formula, like saving a portion for charity, investments, and living expenses, one can cultivate a more abundant life with options rather than limitations. This chapter resonates because it reflects a universal truth. Money can provide comfort and choices, but managing it wisely is what brings real peace and confidence, allowing for personal growth in every aspect of life. The author's experiences also underline how it's never too late to gain control over one's finances, and that lessons learned often lead to a more meaningful path of service. Faith takes center stage as a guiding force in life and leadership. It's noted how many people ignore or misunderstand faith, equating it to something distant or out of reach. But when we embrace faith, it can reshape our understanding of challenges. The author shares powerful quotes and anecdotes to illustrate that faith isn't only about acknowledging something greater. It's about actively leaning into that belief for peace and strength. his perspective can resonate with readers facing uncertainties. After all, who among us hasn't needed a little extra push or hope on a tough day? The chapter emphasizes that, just as you wouldn't skip meals and expect to stay healthy, nurturing faith requires a regular attention. This analogy stands out. Dynamic growth in faith is akin to physical fitness. You must engage with it daily, engaging with your beliefs deeply, not superficially. In doing so, you can find resilience, as faith can indeed offer a stronger foundation when life challenges arise. There's a relatable takeaway here. We all experience struggles, and often, faith helps fill that void left by confusion or sorrow. By sharing stories of well-known figures, such as Rick Husband, the author shows how faith can sustain individuals through remarkable hardships. It's a potent reminder that our beliefs shape our responses to life's hurdles. Essentially, questioning and exploring faith is encouraged instead of avoiding or discrediting it. Like peeling back layers of an onion, understanding faith can offer clarity and purpose, helping navigate life's complexities with more confidence. Through understanding the role of faith, we also learn about our own values and the choices we make, prompting personal reflection and growth. The life of Armand Hammer serves as a cautionary tale about the hollowing impacts of prioritizing public image over personal connections. His story shows how one can achieve wealth and fame, but end up genuinely lonely. This reflects a universal truth. Deep, meaningful relationships are essential for real happiness. Reflecting on personal relationships, the author urges readers to value their connections. Life's most fulfilling memories often involve shared experiences with others, hinting that our well-being is tied to those we surround ourselves with. Similar to building a house, relationships need a solid foundation of trust and respect to thrive. Just like how teamwork is vital in sports, friendships make life's journey enjoyable and less burdensome. In a world driven by individual achievements, the push for collective efforts emphasizes that success often pulls from shared support and collaboration. Importantly, the chapter encourages a proactive stance toward relationships, promoting daily intentional efforts to connect with and uplift those around us. It likens nurturing relationships to planting seeds that require care and attention to grow, advocating for practices like appreciating others and offering support to foster genuine connections. Generosity is like a key that unlocks the door to a more meaningful life. When we give, we shift our attention from our own problems to the needs of others, which can be incredibly freeing. It's like being stuck in traffic while focusing only on how you're late versus helping a friend who needs a ride. The difference in perspective can change our mood completely. The stories of Getty and his son show us the contrast between accumulating wealth without a sense of responsibility to others and seeing wealth as a tool for making a difference. It raises important questions about how we define success and happiness. Are they just about accumulating money? Or are they also about the positive impact we have on the world? Living generously not only enriches the lives of others, but fills our own with purpose and fulfillment. Generosity, then, is not limited to money. It includes time, attention, and compassion. When we dedicate ourselves to giving, we create a cycle of joy and significance in our lives and the lives we touch. Reflecting on everyday opportunities to help others can illuminate a path towards a richer life experience. The chapter dives headfirst into why understanding and internalizing values is so crucial for success. It's not just about achieving goals, but also about becoming the best version of ourselves. Take, for example, those infamous corporate scandals. When people let greed overshadow their values, not only do they face the consequences, but also hurt countless others. By keeping your values front and center, you can weather life as storms like a well-built ship. Think about it. If your values are like a sturdy lighthouse, they guide you away from rocky shores. The personal reflection shared in this chapter shows how ongoing evaluation of these values shapes decision-making and can help steer you toward a fulfilling life. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, ensuring that values lead the way consistently. By situating core beliefs at the forefront, one develops a robust framework to judge daily actions and choices. For instance, if kindness is a core value, it's easier to act kindly, no matter the day. Stresses. The author's journey from valuing popularity to committing to strong personal principles illustrates that true leadership stems from strong morals and values. Diving deeper into this chapter, it's clear that the central message revolves around seizing control over one's growth journey. Much like a plant needs water and sunlight to flourish, people must nurture their self-improvement actively. Ignoring this often results in stagnation, like getting stuck in the mud on a rainy day. One particularly relatable point mentions how many believe growth comes automatically due to age or experience, yet that's somewhat like expecting a car to drive itself. That's obviously not how it works. The author brilliantly contrasts the effects of passive versus intentional actions, showing that only through sustained effort does true potential blossom. Think about it. We often hear about really talented individuals who waste their gifts because they failed to commit. It's like discovering a hidden talent for singing, but never practicing. You'll never reach those high notes. The chapter reinforces that self-belief is the first step, which resonates with anyone who's ever doubts their capabilities. It pushes us to recognize opportunities for daily improvement, while also urging us to make growth a personal priority, as stagnation is a choice. Furthermore, the author illustrates how our growth doesn't just change us. It also influences those around us, creating a ripple effect in our families and workplaces. Surrounding ourselves with motivated people can elevate us. It's incredibly powerful. Just think of your friendships as an accelerator. Want your dream to take off? Choose the right crowd. All of these insights encourage readers to tackle their personal barriers head-on and to see each day as an opportunity, echoing the sentiment that today matters. Thank you for joining us for today. Summary of Today Matters by John C. Maxwell. We hope these insights inspire you to embrace the power of today in shaping your future success. If you found this summary valuable, don't forget to check out the full book for even more life-changing lessons. Consider subscribing to our channel for more enriching content. And remember, your growth begins by making every moment count. Keep learning and keep growing.